This disturbing video of a dog attack remains under investigation tonight. A 53-year-old man mauled by 4 dogs in Mantua, one of the animals shot and killed by a police officer who is now on administrative leave. It is Thursday night, and the big story on Action News is 1 man injured, 1 dog killed, and 3 other dogs still on the loose after that horrible attack. Police are trying to find the 3 pit bulls and their owner. Action News reporter Leland Pender is live at police headquarters with the very latest. Leland.
Yeah, Rick, really just a horrifying situation here. Police say this all began when a witness pointed out that pack of dogs to an officer who was on patrol in the neighborhood. It happened Wednesday morning in Mantua at Fairmount Avenue and Union Streets. Disturbing video that police say they're using as part of their investigation shows the man fighting back against 4 loose dogs. Neighbors say he was trying to protect his own dog. We blur the video when he's taken to the ground. People nearby try to help, but the dogs threaten to attack. One woman barely gets away. Police say an officer on scene used his sirens to distract the dogs, but when that didn't work, he opened fire.
I heard 4 gunshots.
It all unfolded right in front of Sharon Owen's home.
It was scary. It was very scary because that's like too close for comfort to hear gunshots.
A cane corso was killed. You see it stagger away, eventually collapsing. The 3 pit bulls ran off. Police say the 53-year-old man suffered bite wounds all over his body. Sarah Barnett is the executive director of ACT Philly, but they were not called out.
That's the kind of situation, too, where you don't really have time to call animal control.
Barnett says the most important thing now is finding the owner.
It's important to know where are they coming from, are they often loose? Are they never loose? Is this a rare occasion?
She calls what happened unfortunate all the way around.
I feel terrible for the individual who's injured. I feel terrible for the police officer who went through having to shoot a dog. And I feel bad for the dogs, too.
The officer has now been placed on administrative duty pending the outcome of an investigation.
They had to do what they had to do. They had no choice.
Yeah, police tell us that the victim was taken to the hospital and listed.
Okay, so Shalom, Kwam Yasa Allah, Koholoyim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakar Hakwadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf. It's coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just pretty much, be aware of your surroundings, man. The scriptures talks about to walk. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. To be circumspect. And I got another article right here too as well. It says girl 9-year-old girl mauled by an unleashed dog at a softball game as horrified parents looked on. And that is a horrifying situation. Because, I got attacked by a damn dog one time, when I was a kid, man, on my bike. But, yeah, and it'll traumatize you, man. And it's no joke, man, when they dig them teeth into you. Real. No joke. When they get them teeth into you, when they get to shaking, that shit is like, Anyway, though, let's get Ephesians 5 and 15 real quick. Because you want to be careful, man. A lot of people, they walk with their headphones on. They walk with their heads down looking at their phones. And, we have to be a little bit more circumspect. I'm actually guilty of that. Because not that long ago, a few weeks back, I was walking, and it was at night, just walking to the store a few blocks up. And, I stopped at a corner, I think it was as a car was coming by, but, I had to stop. But shit, I wasn't even paying no attention, man. When I looked to my right, next thing, it was a damn dog sitting right next to me like he was mine. Like he was sitting there, just looking up at me. I'm like, where the fuck you come from? Now, had he been a vicious dog, he could have got me because I ain't see where he came from. It was like he was just out of nowhere. And then I seen another one coming up the block. I guess they was together because they did kind of take off together, and I was just kind of talking to the dog like, where'd he come from? But he wasn't no vicious dog or nothing, but that doesn't mean that had he been one, I'd have been fucked. But that would have been all by the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because even the nicest dog, you know what I'm saying, the Lord can put a spirit on him to get down on you. That's why a lot of these dog maulings have been family related. A lot of people that's been getting mauled by dogs has been their own pets. There's been a lot of that going on lately. I don't know what the fuck going on. Maybe it's, I don't know. Who knows, man? But we do know that those are spirits of vengeance from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But let's get this real quick. Ephesians 5:15. So be circumspect. Says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And that goes into a lot of situations. The days are evil. And people are letting pets go because they can't afford them. You see a lot more cats and dogs on the streets. People just rolling up, you know what I'm saying? They'll throw the dog in the car and drive to a neighborhood, man, open the door and just let him go. Now, some of them be nice dogs, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, somebody didn't actually raise them. Out and they start to see the rib cage showing. They looking for food, and you just never know what these dogs will do, man. So be circumspect, you know, as you out and about. You know what I'm saying? I can remember one day, you know, I was just standing in my doorway, and looking out the door, I see this kid walking up the street, and then all of a sudden I see him just take off. He booking. I'm like, what the fuck is he running for? And then I'm like, oh shit, he running from a pit bull. The pit bull on his ass, you know, about to run him down. So I opened my door real quick. I'm like, come on in, come over here. He crossed over the street and came up, you know, into the crib real quick. But man, that dude, he was, you know, he looked like he was about 15, 16, but he was booking though. When I tell you that brother was running so hard, man, but that dog was on his ass, man. So he stayed in the house, you know, with me for a hot sec, you know, on my part, you know what I'm saying? It was just me just out of reaction because normally, you know, hey, you know, stranger, I don't give a shit how old they are. Kids, whatever, man. You know, generally, I don't let them in the crib. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I kind of sprung my door open for him real quick just to help the little Jake out, man. It was just a reaction, you know what I'm saying? But he was running so hard, I could still, he was breathing so hard, he was so scared, man. But that, you know, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And the Lord is fear. I mean, man, hey, the Lord can do some scary shit to you, man. You don't think this guy was scared? Because that was a big ass dog, man. That one that was hitting his ass. That dog looked like the dog had to been at least 200 pounds, man. Easy. And you got 4 of them on you. And he trying to protect his own dog. Shit, hey, I get it, you know. But you know, I get it, you know. But shit, ooh. Well, here's another one right here. This happened in Chicago. A 9-year-old girl watching her sister's softball game in a public park in Chicago was mauled by an unleashed dog to the horror of her parents. When she finally broke away from the animal, she raced towards her parents in the bleachers, screaming and crying. At that point, her back was covered in bite marks, blood gushed from her leg. She was traumatized, her mom recalled Tuesday. She was writhing in pain. It has just been awful. Natalie spent 5 hours at the Children's Hospital where doctors attended to her injuries. She also has to, I guess, you know, got a couple more doctor's appointments, of course. But that's a scary situation. And see, if this person got any kind of money, they're going to sue the shit out of him because, you know, he was not that far from the dog park. And I don't get people running around with their damn dogs unleashed. I don't give a fuck how big or small the dog is. I remember another situation where I was walking up the street, a little bitty damn dog. One of them, I don't even know what they are. A little bitty dog. He come out, you know, biting at my ankles and shit, but just so happened I had on some Timbs. But shit, I punted his little ass because I ain't know where he came from. You know, I just kicked the shit out of him. And you know, some lady, yo, you kicking my dog? Well, like, bitch, come get him. This nigga out here trying to, you know what I'm saying? he trying to get at my legs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm not about to let this motherfucker get the chewing on me. Get your ass out of here. You better come get him. I punted the shit. I mean, that was just a reaction as well. You know, it's just a natural reaction to kick, you know, at a motherfucking man. Come on now. This guy ended up getting a fine. And that's pretty much about it on that. But anyway, I mean, you know, the scriptures talks about being not ignorant of any matter, whether great or small. You have to know that there's a lot of dogs that's out here on the stray because people are letting them dogs go. And then a lot of the times, I mean, those dogs are hooking up with other dogs and having damn puppies. And, you know, I've been seeing a lot of that too. A lot of, some people just get rid of the girl dog or the female dog after they had the puppies. They just don't give a fuck. They sell the puppies, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't get none of that. But some people, man, they just don't treat these pets worth shit anyway. Have them out in the freezing cold. You know, won't house them. You know, won't put no hay down or something warm, something that warm. A little fucking dog house. You can build a damn dog house just out of scrap wood. Something to get them out of the elements. You know what I'm saying? So animal humane society be, you know, kind of, you know, coming and picking up a lot of those dogs. Some of them dogs, man, they be frozen in the damn snow. You know, but you know, a lot of people, these, you know, they just not treating these pets right anyway. You know, but just beware. If you live in one of those cities where you know that there are maulings going on, beware, man. Cause and again, another incident that happened to a guy up the street from me here, and I used to, you know, take my little walks. I would take that route, and these were dogs that were in fence, you know, when they got out of the fence. But he was getting off work. He was on the city bus. Soon as he got off the bus, them dogs hit him. It was 3 dogs, 3 pits. They hit his ass, and they done him so dirty, you know, where they kind of tore his arm off, so that they had to amputate his arm, and you know he was in ICU. But he just ended up passing away because the injuries was just too bad. Them dogs got him real good. This wasn't that long ago. So I've seen some dog incidents, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a gang of them running through the hood. I see them all the time. Matter of fact, I was just coming out. I got a couple of dog stories. I was coming out to go to the plantation the other morning. This was about 3 or 4 days ago. Came out. As soon as I jumped into my truck, it was just so happened, as soon as I jumped in my truck, the lady across the street from me, she had opened her door, and her 2 big ass pit bulls sprung out of the fucking front door and started, you know, and ran over here into my, towards me in my truck, you know, was roaming around in my yard and shit. And she kept screaming and kept hollering, "Y'all get y'all asses back in the house." And see, these people don't have no control over these dogs like that, you know. Because when dogs are generally in the house like that and they get that freedom of just, you know, getting outside, it took her a minute to get those dogs too, because those dogs ran up the block. They was about to head up on, you know, on a main roadway, could have got, you know, hit or whatever. But people was out that morning. Shit, they running into the house because, you know, people don't know what they going to do. You know, 2 big ass pits. But anyway, let me get this in the scriptures as far as the teeth of wild beasts. Oh, but I can get that other one too. Let me get this one since I quoted it. Ecclesiasticus 5:15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or small." See, everything can be filtered through the scriptures, man. Being aware, being circumspect, watching your surroundings. That's how a lot of people get kidnapped. That's how a lot of people, especially these days, nobody is really looking up. Nobody's really looking around. Nobody's really paying attention. You know? I'm trying to at least, because I'm the type of person, I kind of give a head nod to a person to say, "Hey, you know, how you doing?" or "Hi," or something like that, just to see where a person is at. A lot of the times you can tell a lot by a person by, you know, just saying a, you know, quick hi, you know, because you can kind of get a general mindset. Oh, all right, he seems okay, you know, or this motherfucker, yeah, I got to watch him. He seemed like he'll try something. You got to be circumspect, man. That's wisdom. The Lord said to be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. You got to use wisdom, though. So now let's get that scripture on 39. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, 39:28. "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. And the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance." And that's why you see a lot of people, they like, you know, how could you love a God like that? What kind of God would do such a thing? What kind of God? Where was God at when we was in slavery? Where was God? You know, they be asking these stupid ass questions, but they don't be understanding that, you know what I'm saying, it's by the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that, you know, it's his judgment. They don't look at it as being judgment. Well, what did she do? What did the 9-year-old girl do? Who knows, man? She probably flipped her mama off when she closed her bedroom door after getting some, hearing something that she didn't want to hear from her parents or something. You know? A lot of the times, you know, when kids get the business, you know what I'm saying, it be that scripture that talks about dishonoring your mother and your father. You know, you want to be careful about that. And at 9 years old, you know, kids have some pretty decent understanding at 9, especially in these cities. They understand. They understand that, you know what I'm saying, I can't stand her. I can't ever, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord probably set a situation up where, okay, well, now you run into your damn parents, you know? Had her ass running to the bleachers all gushing. That laundry detergent, looking like laundry detergent squirting out of her ass. Because I'm telling you, them dogs got them sharp ass teeth, man. But it says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Can you imagine these spirits laughing and giggling when they get a command like, yeah, I want you to get on that dog, and I want that dog to hit her ass like this. Now we looking at it from a carnal standpoint, like, oh, well, damn, that's so unfortunate. Damn, what a terrible accident. No, we know that there's no such thing as those accidents and coincidences and shit. We know that man's goings of the Lord. In there at the perfect time, and the dog owner was there at the perfect time. Everything went down perfectly for her to get what she got, and that man as well. He got out of a serious situation because just so happened somebody seen a police officer and told the police, hey, there's some stray dogs running through the hood. You might want to check on that. And had that police officer been there, they'd have tore his ass up. He'd have got that real business. But we know that it's been a lot of people that's just, they haven't been making it. They've been getting fucked up by their own pets. I've done plenty of those lessons. We ain't gonna even talk about lions, tigers, and bears. There's been people been getting attacked by all kinds of animals. But that's gonna be a normal thing soon. You're gonna hear about a whole lot more of that shit. It's gonna be people getting fucked up by a lot of different animals. When the Lord really turn those spirits loose, man. But in the meanwhile, hey, those spirits of vengeance, they just sitting on call. They sitting on call. They sitting like a motherfucking ambulance. As soon as they get an alert, they driving off with the sirens on, man. They getting there. And that's what them spirits of vengeance are like, man. The teeth of wild beasts, man. That was a scary ass situation with homeboy. But like I said, and I'm telling you, it'll have your damn heart pounding out your chest. I've been there. That's a scary ass situation. Just a dog. I'm telling you, when that little boy, that guy that day, he was running, and I'm looking like, what he running from? And I seen that dog, and I could see the look on his face. I just opened my door like, come over here. He darted across the street real quick and ran into my house so fast, and he was breathing hard as hell. But you can damn near see his heart pounding through his shirt, man. That's how serious it was for him, because that's how terrified he was. And see, the Lord is the King of terrors. The Lord is the King of terrors. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, man. And that's why we tell our people to repent. Because it's nothing for the Lord to use a pet like this or a dog, to get down on you, man. For real. You can literally be sitting there with your cat, and the goddamn cat can reach out with his claw and scratch your goddamn eyeball out damn near, man. And then, that's why a lot of people had them, the cats neutered and stuff like that, but, or their claws cut and stuff like that. But man, hey, the Lord can use anything. The Lord can use a mosquito, a spider. That's why it says right here, scorpions. Remember that? It's been a sec though, been a couple of years, but when them scorpions, it was like an earthquake. I forgot what country that was, but it was an earthquake, and the earthquake shook, and they brought like these scorpions out of the earth, so to speak, or they brought these scorpions like they was just in the towns. They was all in the bedrooms, all in the dining room, kitchen area, and just they was everywhere. It was kind of like a pandemic. I mean, like a plague of scorpions, and those scorpions was hitting people and killing them. I forgot what country that was. Matter of fact, let me see. I might be able to find some information on it. It's been a few years ago. I can remember that, though. So it's nothing for the Lord to get down on you. Good old Google, man. Google is a good tool to use sometimes, y'all. Let's see if we can get some information on that story. I'm just going to try and put in scorpions during earthquake. I think it was an earthquake. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what could have been something else. Let's see. Yeah, man, some of them scorpions, it says plague strike Egypt. Sudden floods. Then 4-inch scorpions called death stalkers. This was in 2021. I think this might be it right here. And this was in the New York Times. Yup. I think this was the one. Swept from desert burrows, hundreds, if not thousands of scorpions skittered into villages, stinging at least 503 people. Yep, this was the one I seen. Damn, these motherfuckers, man. Anyway, we just needed the title. They trying to get me to fucking subscribe and all kinds of other shit. Damn, this one says, man stung in testicles by scorpion while sleeping at Las Vegas Strip Resort. God damn. Hey, this right here was recent. I ain't seen nothing on this. In his testicles? California man staying at a Las Vegas Strip Resort over the holiday season said he was considering legal action after he said his testicles were stung, god damn, by a scorpion while he was asleep. Oh, wow. He woke up in excruciating pain during a stay at the resort. I just felt like somebody stabbing me in my private area. It felt like a sharp glass or a knife. Golly. I went to the restroom. I saw a scorpion hanging on my underwear. Oh, wow. Wow. I ain't even hear about this. Damn, that should have been the title of the lesson. I didn't even ask how it got in the room. Hey, man, that's just one of them areas, man. And just think about how calculated the Lord had to be to get this scorpion into this room. He's there. He done traveled. Check-in time is perfect. He goes in. He puts his luggage down. He probably stepped out and was like, you know what, we're going to go and get some dinner. Whatever. You get to the crib. You know, you coming back, take a shower. You're probably a glass of wine, some whiskey, a drink, you know, whatever. And you lay down and a motherfucking scorpion hit you in your ball sacks, bro. God. Hey, man, the Lord is cold, man. Anyway, I'm going to end out there. I didn't even know I was going to, go there, man. God, Lito, that's crazy. That's crazy. And hey, man, he lucky he didn't die. Oh, that's crazy. They got the scorpion on his. Hey, that's a fairly small one, though. Wow. Okay, but anyway, Salakia. With that, Kwam Yashala.